It's 9:25, and apparently I'm way behind on the news because I guess this, silver monolith thing way out in the desert has just disappeared. And, they don't know who put it there or why, and now it's gone. I'm pretty sure that the sequel for 2001 Space Odyssey was set in 2010. It's been a long time since I've watched those particular mind messer uppers. Um, I haven't really gotten up yet. I was up really, really late with my youngest last night, but we got some stuff we gotta get done today. And, I guess I gotta go warm up cinnamon buns for them because I picked those up at IKEA. It's definitely time to drag myself out of bed. I'm not feeling really great. My shoulders are cranky. I think I'm gonna fix a chai tea because I can do that with a little less calories than coffee, and maybe some cinnamon toast would be good. There's the thing my mom and I were joking about. She kind of requested that I make this one attempt that I had been just being offhand about, and I think I'm gonna make the attempt today. If so, it'll go up as a separate video. This is 100% new low, and I'm really sure about that. And this kind of makes it feel like the not quite cheat day I had to kick myself out of keto and then get back into it really helped. I did have a shake for breakfast. The morning was really weird and hectic, and I went really light on the leftovers for lunch. It's been a weird morning. Lots of trying to catch up on schoolwork and stuff, and a late start to that as well. So I need to show you guys my outfit. Plain black t-shirt that used to be too tight and is now too loose, and ripped jeans because of course it is. And the reason for that is that my dad is on the way home. His hunting trip was successful, and apparently that monolith that totally disappeared from the this is giraffe. The monolith that disappeared from the desert in Utah. Another one has hit the news, and I guess it's in Romania. I don't know what's going on, but at this point, could be about anything. And I feel strangely fine with that. Like we've hit rock bottom. It can only get better, right? That or take off and nuke it from orbit. I'm gonna be watching this monolith thing. I really, really hope this is a positive thing. And I'm gonna go hang out with my giraffe now. So my dinner was super late because I got my kids fed and then immediately had to ditch and pick up a couple of things for my folks. Got home, food was still hot, threw on some leftover salad from the order I picked up the night before, and it was pretty good. There was some additional snacking involved to make up my excess calories. It's 10:59 and I'm not anywhere near done. I ran all the way into town to pick up 3 boxes of 2.5 gallon size zipper storage bags and 50 pounds of ice. And there is still wild pig meat being taken apart on the kitchen table. It's gonna be a long night, and my kids have school in the morning. It's 2:30 in the morning. It has been indeed a very long night. I'm still trying to wind down. It was after midnight when my folks got done with hours and hours of butchering at the kitchen table. This is actually fairly normal. I've watched my dad take apart a deer before. Apparently he has not done this with, I'm not sure if they're hogs, boars, or wild pigs, but he's got experience with deer and elk and stuff because he used to work in game processing when he was a teenager. So this is nothing new for him, but is a different critter, that's for sure. I'm kind of looking forward to some chorizo, pork roast. I'm sure my mom will know how to get the seasonings right. I can cook, but that's one thing where it's my weakness is I can't season meat. Not well. School in the morning. I should be able to wake up for this, so I'm gonna have to get myself functional. I hope. Coffee maybe, I don't know. But that's where I'm at. Weekends, don't know. Rest of the week, don't know. Everything's just kind of up in the air right now. I do know that I need to make sure that my kids get some extra exercise, fresh air, sunshine. I did not get around to the funny thing that my mom and I were discussing doing. I still want to do that. I think it'd be hilarious. It'd be mixing your usual food how-tos and beauty how-tos. The new low weight was definitely a surprise, but I did finally really kick out of that 135 plateau that, looking back, I was there for like a week and a half and shouldn't have been. I guess the thing with getting just enough carbohydrates to knock myself out of whatever low carb situation I was in and start up again, it worked. And I'm glad it did. Of course, that kind of advice is not going to work for everybody. I'm not even 100% sure why that would work. But I got my kickstart that I needed. And despite Thanksgiving, I'm right back on it. I am holding steady. And things are going well. So I've started making plans for how I'm going to level out when I get to a good point. Slowly adding back carbohydrates, calories. I do know that I'm going to need a different level of calories to maintain my weight rather than continue to lose it. I'm just not sure how many calories that's going to be. And that's very hard to calculate given that some days I am just like on the go and then other days I can't move. It's going to be a balancing act. It's going to be trial and error. And I'm going to have to watch myself closely, possibly even more closely than I do now, because I don't really know how that's going to work. I may actually have to make a post on a message board. Oh, heaven help me. About figuring out what would be the best way to go about this. Hopefully I can get some advice from people who have actually done it. I'm going to need some like expert advice possibly. I've heard so many things about people failing their diets or quitting their diets. I don't really, I've got an idea what the process is for coming off the diet at the end of it, but I'm not sure that I ever know of it being done. Maybe that's just not something people really focus on. You might hear somebody lost 50 pounds, but then what did you do? Or how were you doing that? Rather than what are you doing now to keep it under control? So, what a confusing point to be at. I'm not done yet, but I do feel like I need to take this time and plan for it so I don't go too far down. I don't get lazy and start drifting back up again and undo everything that I've worked really hard at. And this is really the time for me to get this in place, because I kind of have an idea on how this is going to go, but I'd rather see something a bit more solid. So this is definitely going to be a continuance of the whole weight loss thing. Is going to be how to maintain, what do I do, and of course there's always something health related going on with me, so this is definitely going to continue to be a health journey. My next scan to check on the cyst in between the two hemispheres of my brain is next week. I've decided to go ahead and do that because the place where it is not a huge hot spot. That'll be slightly safer than walking into a hospital or whatever. But I was just in the grocery store tonight picking up those zipper bags, so if I can do that, I can go into a place where they constantly clean everything and have my head stuck into a machine for like half an hour. It's like a jackhammer in there, but maybe I'll take a nap. That's all I got for today. Thanks for sharing my day with me.